What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, and today I am going to show off my top 10 Steelbooks in my collection. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys, please, if you are not already a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more great content. I do a weekly physical media report. I do Blu-ray, 4K unboxings, special edition Scream Factory unboxings, the Paramount Presents line. You name it, I do it on this channel, and I would really appreciate your support by going ahead and clicking that subscribe button. Also, go ahead and like this video. Every like I can get will help this video reach more people and really help this channel grow. So I would appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. So, and also, guys, go ahead and comment below. What's your favorite Steelbook in your collection? What are your top 10 favorite Steelbooks if you have them? Which one of these that I'm about ready to show off do you like the most? Leave me a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all those great things. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. So if you remember a few weeks ago, I did a video where I showed off my entire Steelbook collection. That was a part of my bigger My Blu-ray Collection series where I showed off my entire collection, of course culminating in that big 2.5 hour video I did on there as well. So if you want to see my entire Steelbook collection, go ahead and go back and check out that video. Now what I'm going to do with this video is just break down what are the top 10 Steelbooks that I own in my collection. Which ones do I think have the best covers, just the best presentation of all of them. These aren't necessarily my favorite movies. That's not what this is. So there might be some movies in here that I like more than others, but the Steelbook might be placed lower than the other one. But so that's not what this is about. It's not based on the quality of the movie, what I think of the movie. It's based strictly upon the artwork of the Steelbook. So, and as you guys know, I mean, us as collectors, you know, sometimes we buy Steelbooks just based on the artwork, based on the look of it. It might not be a movie that I love, but you know, I get the Steelbook because it looks cool. You know, sometimes that's what it comes down to. What does the Steelbook look like? It's not necessarily the quality of the movie or how I feel about the movie. It's just it's a collector thing. But I'm lucky enough that every single Steelbook that I have in my top 10 today, I actually do enjoy. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with 3 honorable mentions. So if you watched my video a few weeks ago, you'll see I've got about 60 Steelbooks. So these ones I was going back and forth with, but I just couldn't get them in my top 10. There was other ones I liked more, but the first one I'm going to go ahead and show you is this Bohemian Rhapsody Steelbook. Yes, I know the movie is divisive. I know that some of you hate it. I do not. I love this movie, and I think this is a fantastic Steelbook. You got Freddie Mercury on the front. The only thing that could have made this a little better is if this was embossed, but it's just straight, you know, it's just smooth. I would have liked to have seen a little embossed because it looks like it should be. But you got Freddie Mercury on the front, the Bohemian Rhapsody. You got the Queen symbol on the back. Just an awesome Steelbook, and I love that they did it in gold. It's just perfect. So the next one, guys, is A Star Is Born, another musical type of movie, and I really love this cover. This was a movie that I liked when I saw in theaters, but when I watched it again at home, I ended up loving. And, you know, just great performances by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. And this is just an amazing Steelbook. You got the gold, The Star Is Born, you got the guitar on the back, you have this gold, you have the gold star with the microphone in the middle. Just a fantastic presentation. You open it up and you have the scene where they're sitting on that kind of airstrip. Just a great presentation. I love this Steelbook, but I couldn't get it in my top 10. Next one up, guys, and this one barely missed the cut, and that is the Us Steelbook. I love this Steelbook. You know, with the scissors on the front, the gold scissors, the thing in Us, and this is actually embossed, so that's really cool. On the back, you have kind of the 2 figures from, you know, the doppelgangers that are in the movie. Not to spoil Us, but that's kind of what the movie's about. But, yeah, this is a really cool Steelbook. I really enjoy it. So those are my 3 honorable mentions. So let's go ahead and get into the top 10 Steelbooks. And coming in at number 10, and yes, these are ranked by which ones I like more than the others. Coming in at number 10, my number 10 is The Game. And The Game is a movie that I've always loved. It's always been one of my favorite Fincher films. And this is just an awesome Steelbook. That clown in the movie is so creepy, and just choosing that to put on the cover was a great choice. Now, this was like pretty much like a one-off kind of Best Buy exclusive Steelbook that came out a few years ago. And they had a series of them. There was a couple others that came out. But this is the one that I bought, and I actually remember getting this for like $13. It was very cheap. And yeah, just a really cool one. On the back, you have this kind of the puppet on the strings falling, which is supposed to symbolize Michael Douglas at the end of the movie, falls from the top of that building. And yeah, just a fantastic steelbook. I love this steelbook. And the only thing is it does have a little artwork on the inside, but it's not really that great. Just a puzzle piece of Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. So I probably could have had a little bit more in there, but yeah, it's a good steelbook, and it makes my top 10 just for that clown on the cover. I love that. All right, guys, next up, and this kind of is sentimental at number 9. This is sentimental to me because it's the first steelbook that I bought in my entire collection, and it's the 4K edition of Wonder Woman. And yeah, I love this cover. I love the fact that they made it more like cartoony and comic book style. And they did this with all the DC movies, like Man of Steel and Suicide Squad and Justice League. They did that a little bit later, but I didn't buy all those. I just have this one. And I actually did want to get the Man of Steel one, so I might try to look for that at some point. But just beautiful artwork on it. Just fantastic artwork. And yeah, this is definitely just a gorgeous steelbook. You know, on the inside, they have that iconic image of Wonder Woman on the battlefield. It's just a fantastic steelbook. I love this one. I've loved it since the moment I got it. And this kind of kicked off my steelbook addiction that I had there for a while. And, you know, I don't really have it anymore, but it's a great cover. This next one, guys, I almost love just as much. In fact, I do love it a little bit more because it's higher. And this is number 8, and that is The Incredibles. This is one of my favorite Pixar movies. This is a great image on the front, just the whole entire family in silhouettes. You know, you got Syndrome right there in the middle. They're running towards him. It's a beautiful steelbook. I love this steelbook. On the back, you have the Incredible symbol. And yeah, it's certainly better than that garbage Incredibles 2 steelbook they came out with the washing machine on it, which I also own, but that would probably be my least favorite one I own. Let's see, on the inside, you got some good artwork in here. You got the Incredibles in a car, with the silhouette. I just love the silhouette images on it. Like that kind of puts it over the top for me. And I already owned the Incredibles on Blu-ray when this came out, but I went ahead and bought it again. I had to double dip because this steelbook is so awesome. Alright guys, coming in at number 7, and I bought this one not too long ago, and as I was kind of alluding to earlier, I've kind of become disinterested in collecting steelbooks. They don't, I don't know, they just don't fit well in my collection. You know, they're so heavy, I can't take good pictures with them, and I've kind of just grown out of my love for the steelbook. But this one kind of pulled me back in and caused me to buy another one again after not buying one for a few months, and that's the A Quiet Place Mondo Edition steelbook. And yeah, this is a beautiful steelbook, guys. You got the red lights from, you know, outside the house, the quiet place. It's kind of I like the way it's kind of shown, like the place is kind of a little bit more than the top half. And you know, on the back you have the lights in there as well. You don't get to see any of the creatures or anything like that in it, but it's a really cool steelbook from Mondo. And this is a exclusive that came out at Best Buy a few months ago. But yeah, I love this steelbook. Alright guys, so coming in at number 6, and this is one that, you know, the movie came out, and then it came out with its first steelbook when it came out to 4K for the first time, and I didn't grab it then because I did not like the cover of that first steelbook, and then they re-released another one a few months later that was so freaking cool and so much better, so I was so glad I waited, and that's the Halloween 2018 steelbook. And this one is signed by artist Todd McFarlane, who did the drawing. And this is an amazing steelbook. I love this. Just perfectly displaying Michael Myers' look of the film. And yeah, I love it way more than that kind of below image where you're kind of looking up at Michael Myers. I think it was one of the first posters I did for the movie. I just hate that image. From Halloween 2018. I don't like it at all. This one is freaking spectacular. I love it. I love that artwork on it. And then in the back you have him holding the knife. It's freaking fantastic. Let's see, open it up and you got Jamie Lee Curtis kind of looking sideways right there. That's an awesome image. And yeah, I just love this steelbook. I was so glad I waited, and it ended up working out for me. So alright guys, so we're getting ready to get into our top 5, and this is one that pulled me back into the steelbook game as well. I just picked it up, and that's the Friday the 13th steelbook at number 5. I love this. I love how they took the original poster image and put it on the front, and it looks so great. It just looks so clean and crisp and cool, and I love it. You know, you have the Friday the 13th logo on the back, but what I love the most is the phrase on the back, "Kill her, mommy, kill her." It's awesome that they put that on there like that, and it looks great. And yeah, this is one of my favorite Steelbooks. And not only that, but you take it out, and you have this image on the inside. And, you know, I recently did an unboxing of this on my channel, so you guys can check that out if you haven't already. But I basically just unboxed the whole thing for you again. But, yeah, this is a great Steelbook. I love it. So happy to have it in my collection for my number 5 favorite Steelbook. So let's get into number 4, guys, and that is WreckIt Ralph. So this one came out right before the sequel, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And I just remember when I saw this, I had to have it. It's awesome. Just the arcade look with the arcade Ralph inside, the old classic video game. And yeah, the Steelbook just looks like an arcade machine. And that's freaking awesome. I love it. Love the movie too. This is one of my favorite Disney animated films. Let's see, open this up. And this is really cool on the inside as well. They have a bunch of little Ralphs in arcade video game form right there. That's really awesome. So yeah, I love this Steelbook. That is my number 4. But let's get into my number 3, guys. And that is a classic, iconic horror movie from 1960, Psycho. This is a very basic Steelbook, but it was actually really cheap. I remember getting it at Best Buy for like $8. And as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. Just the blood dripping down into the shower drain from the house. So freaking great. I love this image. It's just phenomenal. So you see the spine right there, and on the back is my favorite because it has the quote, "We all go a little mad sometimes," and it has the knife right here with the shower in the background for the symbol. And yeah, this is, you know, I'm pretty sure that Universal released a couple other Steelbooks with this type of artwork. I can't really recall what they were because I don't have them, but yeah, this is fantastic artwork, fantastic Steelbook, fantastic movie, one of my top 5 favorite horror movies of all time. So I was super excited to get this Steelbook for it when I did. So I don't know what they're going for now, but you know, on the inside, it's pretty basic. It's just like pink on the inside, but this disc is really cool that's in there. And I don't know if it's with the regular Blu-ray or not, but I don't know. All right, guys, so now we come down to my top 2 Steelbooks in my collection. What are they going to be, guys? What are they going to be? Well, the first one is another classic, a Robin Williams classic from 1995, and that's Jumanji. Like, how much cooler can this get? You have a Steelbook that looks like the freaking board game from the movie. Like, this was such a great idea. And, you know, the back doesn't have anything because it's just the wood. It's the wood from the board game. But, God, my God, I love this Steelbook. It is gorgeous. As soon as I saw that they come out with this, I ran to Best Buy and grabbed it. It's phenomenal. I think this one came out right before Welcome to the Jungle. Came out in theaters, so this was from 2017. But, yeah, just a phenomenal Steelbook that I love it. It was so smart of them to do that. And not only that, but when you open it up, I got to show y'all this part because it's just the coolest. You open it up and it's the freaking board game on the inside. You have the rules right here on the side. You have the board game right there. My God, like whoever designed this Steelbook was just so smart. And it's simple. It's just a game, but it's so cool. It's just so cool. Like people that do Steelbooks should do more of this kind of stuff because it's awesome. Yeah, sorry to get so excited, but I just love this Jumanji Steelbook. I love it. But it's not my number 1, guys. My number 1, and it's actually on the thumbnail, so you guys should have already guessed it, but it's Whiplash. Whiplash is my favorite movie of the past decade. It's just the best movie, and not only that, this is just the best Steelbook. And coincidentally enough, I actually picked this one up with Jumanji the exact same day because they both came out around the same time at Best Buy. But yeah, I just love the way this is laid out. It's, you know, you got Whiplash kind of top down right there. That's really awesome. And just the symbol on there. I mean, I love it. I used to play drums back in high school. I just love the drum image and the fact that it has the drum stick on the side on the spine of it with Whiplash top down, and then you have the symbol continued on there. But not just that, but it also has the blood from on the symbol, and it's just freaking awesome. I love this Steelbook. Definitely my favorite Steelbook that I own in my entire collection. And when you open it up, you have a drum. You have a snare drum with the blood on it. So Yeah, guys, that is a really awesome steelbook. So that does it for my top 10 steelbooks in my collection. So what did you guys think? Which one of these that I showed off were your favorites? Which steelbook in your collection is your favorite? There's still tons out there that I would like to own, but a lot of them now go for so much on eBay, and I'm just, like I said, I'm not really into collecting steelbooks. Like if I found one for a deal, I might grab it, but I'm not spending $50, $60 for a steelbook online. That's just not happening. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the Mid-Level Media channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and we'll see you next time.